Well, that was anticlimactic. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Behind the Moon. I am one of your trio of hosts. My name is Bobby.
And my name is Ramón from Muscara.
Hi, I'm CELINA from Essence of the Moon. Welcome, everybody.
And I should probably mention I am with Wild Raven Tarot. The three of us decided a while back to join forces to try to bring a little more light to certain subjects. Each one of us brings something different to the table. And I am excited for tonight's journey. We have gone through divination into ancient Mesopotamia. We've briefly looked at Santa Muerte. We've covered several shows, and the reason I bring up the Santa Muerte show is because if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. Ramon took us down that journey, and it was fantastic.
Fabulous. But I think all of our shows have been fabulous. I mean, I'm
tonight,
just a little biased, though.
Yeah, tonight my brother has taken us down through Egypt. But before we do that, we're going to say hi to some people. All right, we've got one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, Miss Tarot D.
Miss Tarot D.
Hello,
how are
love.
you?
She called me earlier, and I was having lunch with a friend of mine.
Me too, and I missed her call because I have my mother.
I know it's Miss Tarot D. I just saw you send me a message through WhatsApp. I apologize. I literally just saw it now. I have my WhatsApp silenced because I get so many messages from my family, and I miss other friends like Chris. Chris Butler.
Chris Butler.
Then I see it 2 or 3 days later, and I just saw that you sent me a message. So I was gonna reply.
Yeah, he mentioned, he says Ramon's gone into radio silence again. Can you pass a message for me?
I was like he's just busy. I was like,
yeah, it was
no,
he's
it's that, and I
got
silence it because I get baby photos all the time, and I'm not up to it.
That's not from us, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, not you.
So let's say hi to a couple more people. We've got Francine from Purple Moon Tarot.
Hello.
How you doing, love? Roman.
Hello.
Good Mundies. Okay.
He started doing his first VR recently.
I saw.
Really? Roman, I'm gonna reply to your email. I got your email too. I just want to acknowledge it.
Draven.
Draven.
I love that name. It just reminds me of Michael Draven. And if you don't know who Michael Draven is, fix yourself because
before you wreck yourself.
Before you wreck yourself. Yeah. And we've got Crystal, Brianne.
Brianne, hello.
Oh, and there's going to be people dropping in throughout the night because we are broadcasting on 3 different channels right now. Irma, this is the woman that I spent the day with. I love her so much. Her and her husband, Quina, are moving into my area, and I'm so excited. He's opening up a martial arts studio eventually.
Because he was in the live last time, right?
Yes, Quina and Irma. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Shenanigans is here. What's up?
Hello.
Now, this is one of the best names I have seen online. Tapestry of the Unseen.
That's Lila. I love
creates that image of the veil that separates us. And of course, we have Joan Miranda.
Hello, Joanne.
I will never stop saying it that way, and you can't make me.
Ever.
Muera. Ever. And then we've got Julie, who will be joining me on Behind the Cards. We're going to learn all about her journey. Witchy best friend.
Hi, Jess.
Okay.
And then
I always get nervous scrolling through because my hands twitch, and I've banned people accidentally before. Poor Nathan. If you guys know Nate, he was in one of the lives, and my hand spasmed, and he ended up getting kicked out of the show. I felt so bad. All right, everybody. So what I'm going to do is hand you over to the big guns, Mr. Ramon.
It's a big responsibility. Well, everybody, I'm very happy to be back. It's been a while. As you know, I was away on vacation, Mexico City. Amazing. I had a great time. Um, and last week I was supposed to be here, but I had a personal situation, work related. I couldn't make it, but I'm glad to be here. Before I get started, I just want to show you a few things that I got from Mexico. And I got a death whistle. This is totally handmade.
Cool. Look at
It's
that.
just beautiful. To use it with my meditations with Santa Muerte.
So,
Uh-huh.
can I just say that as he did that earlier backstage, I was shuffling cards and I got the devil card as he did that. I was like, what is going on here? How perfect.
Yeah.
Not to
Yes.
go into it too much, Ramon, but can you tell us how the death whistle is used in your meditations?
So I use it for sound healing. I don't just do that short whistle. I do it like an extended one, and in the process, I'm meditating and feeling the vibration at the sound, and it's like a process of like inhaling and exhaling. So it's that exchange of energy. Um, yeah, it's an experience that it involves a lot of different senses. Audition. It's your breath, the vibration of it. Once you're like connected, and I don't know, it's a very
Would it be
interesting
safe to say
frequency.
it helps shift you into a different frame of thinking?
Definitely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I definitely.
So
I
what
love
other?
that.
Well, I got that, and because Santa Muerte is related with the owl, I got an owl also.
Stop
This
it.
was beautiful. I tried to get more than one, but I found like just this one, and it was perfect. I was
What?
looking for one.
That's
I wasn't even looking
gorgeous.
for an owl whistle. I was looking just like for an owl, and found this amazing whistle.
That's beautiful.
Yes, I have to show off my newest Santa Muerte. This one was hand decorated by Doña Queta herself.
Stop
Shut
it.
up!
Yes,
Stop it.
it's gorgeous. Look how fabulous this
Oh.
golden
¿Y
Santa
quién
Muerte
es la
is.
doña?
Doña
Oh
Queta.
my goodness, she's gorgeous. Oh my God.
For anybody who has missed you talking about Doña Queta, can you please give us a quick?
Yes. So Doña
She's
Queta,
gorgeous.
yeah, we know about Santa Muerte nowadays. It's become a bit of a household uh, name in a sense, just thanks to Doña Queta. So the devotion of death has been won through different cultures, different eras, and in the case of Mesoamerica, it was worshipped by the Aztecs through Mictecacihuatl. When the Spanish came, and we have a video that explains in detail all this, there was a merging in between the imagery of Mictecacihuatl as a death deity with the Grim Reaper, and the Aztecs were worshiping, the energy of death through what they started calling Santa Muerte, and it went underground because the Spanish, through their inquisitions, they prosecuted a lot of the natives because of pagan idolatry, and for centuries it went underground, and but it was still passed generation through generation, people with their images, their prayers. And Doña Queta, who's a lady from the Barrio Tepito, and I visited, of course, I went to her house and met her in person. I have a photo, I have a video, which I haven't posted, but I want to post it soon. She was just a quesadilla seller, and she had a Santa Muerte figure at her house, and her son was convicted by a crime that he claimed he didn't do, and she asked Santa Muerte for the favor of, releasing him early from jail. And in exchange, she was just gonna extend her devotion. And the thing is that she her son was released from jail early, and she brought her Santa Muerte figure outside of her house, and that's when everything exploded because people, started like coming out of the closet in a way,
Out of the broom
saying,
closet.
exactly. People were much more open about their devotion to Santa Muerte, which was going through generations. People came from all Mexico, and like her imagery and her devotion exploded. It's like one of the biggest growing um,
Movements, yeah.
spiritual movements. I don't want to call it religion. Um,
Mhm.
Yeah, I
one that is
avoided that
growing.
word specifically.
Yeah, and it's not a new one either because the devotion of dead deities have been going for centuries. Like I said, in different cultures, it just changes names,
See, as long as there's been
perceptions.
death, there has been a personification of death.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, for example, the sun. The sun has been object of devotion by different cultures under different names, different personifications, attributes. It's just a part of our experience, and death is one of them. Life, death,
On
lights, shadows.
on my next go around, that's going to be my topic of discussion, the sun.
So next
Hmm.
week, is that what you're going to be discussing?
I thought yours was next week.
It's
No?
the 31st, hun.
Oh well, hell, next week we're
Next
talking
week is
about the
yours.
sun, people.
The
Yeah,
sun.
the sun
you
rules
know
Leo.
yeah, maybe.
Perfect.
Yeah, but I want to make a show on December 25th of Sol Invictus. I wanted to do it last year. I didn't have anyone to do it with, but it's a special show dedicated to the Roman deity of the sun. Um, hopefully, we can get together and get it done by then.
I would love to. We'll talk. Yeah.
Hmm. Yes, we'll talk about it. So yeah, so it was a great experience. I didn't want to come back. I'll be honest. My partner and I were talking about possibly retiring when the time comes and move to Mexico City. It's such an amazing
Wow.
city. It's so organized. It's extremely safe. It's not like people. There's like police officers everywhere. Mexico City is obsessed with cleanliness. I'm telling you, you don't see a candy wrap in the street. I never saw a roach. I never saw nothing. There's people cleaning all day long because
Mm-hmm.
there's millions of people. They have like a lot of people employed in cleaning the streets and security, in safety. They're focused on tourism. I'm telling you, it's like we fell in love again because we've been before, but this time is, yeah. So anyway, I had a great time in Mexico City. I'm glad to be back, and I'm excited to be here with you guys and talking about another aspect or another cultural focus on divination. We on previous shows we talked about divination in biblical times. Last show that I hosted, it was divination in ancient Mesopotamia, and today we're going to be talking about divination in ancient Egypt. And the goal is to go through different divination practices in different cultures, different eras, and we had to go today through Egypt. So yes, as you know, Egypt is a country in North Africa, and it's very rich in history. It's one of the cradles of civilization. I had the opportunity of visiting Egypt in 2019, and I'm telling you, the energy there is amazing. And recently, when I went to Mexico, I went to Teotihuacan. It's a site with pyramids also, and what's amazing is that the pyramid of the sun in Teotihuacan, the base is exactly the same size as the Great Pyramid in Giza. And so it's
There we go.
like this fascination with pyramids all around the world. It's not just Egypt or Mexico. Sudan has pyramids, and Guatemala
Indonesia.
has pyramids. Yeah, in Asia there's pyramids, and I'm just gonna show you a few fun photos of Egypt. This there's a photo of me with the Great Pyramid in the background. Here's a pyramid of me with the Sphinx. The Sphinx is not as big as you might think it is. That was interesting. Um, Here's a fun photo I took kissing the Sphinx. Of course, it's an optical illusion because she was like far away. putting some glasses. Like I mentioned, Egypt. When we think of Egypt, we think of the Great Pyramids, but there's like so many. There's many pyramids that were built before that. Some of them were failed projects, but maybe failed in quotation because that was the base of knowing how to construct better. And one of them, for example, is this one is the bent pyramid. So they started at an angle, and the base wasn't that stable, so they changed the angle. And it's just in a desert called Saqqara. There's other pyramids in that area as well. There's a step pyramid, and
Look like a chichi.
there's a step pyramid that I include. Yeah, here's an image of the step pyramid. But there's pyramids of all different sizes, all different colors. There's this one. This is the red pyramid. It's very similar to Giza, but the angle is wider, so it's kind of like a little bit shorter. But throughout the country, there's amazing sites. That's Abu Simbel, for example. It's further south of Egypt,
beautiful.
close to Sudan. Yeah, there's so many amazing temples and sites to visit, and the energy there is just amazing. Like you feel it everywhere, and it's because all that cultural base, the civilization, and a lot of it, the magic. So, in ancient Egypt, divination was a sacred act. It was a way of communicating with the gods and maintaining cosmic harmony and navigating through the unseen dimensions of life. Far from superstition or casual fortune telling, Egyptian divination was conducted by trained priests, temple oracles.
Uh-oh.
And
Ramon,
three
you
method was
froze.
what?
You froze
froze?
right there. Can you repeat what you
Yes, I
just said?
froze.
You're back.
Do you see me now?
Yeah,
you're
you're
good.
back.
I'm back. Okay. So I said that far from superstition or casual fortune telling, Egyptian divination was conducted by trained priests, temple oracles, and sometimes even by common people through ritualized means. So it's part of everyday life. You know, it wasn't just like just magic. It was a form of communication with divinity. Um, if you remember in our divination, ancient Mesopotamia, the Mesopotamians, which were a collection of different cultures, they believed in deities, but they also believed that the deities didn't communicate directly with them, other than uh, through nature, and then they explored or tried to tap into that form of communication through divination. In the case of Egyptian, every method was rooted in religious practice and closely tied to temple life, state governance, and personal devotion. So, what was the purpose of divination? The ancient Egyptians believed that all things, natural events, dreams, birth deformities, illnesses, and I'm going to put an image here,
That's cool.
illnesses, and even animal behavior could reflect divine will. Divination was therefore not about changing fate, but aligning with it. Pharaohs used divination to make military decisions. Farmers use it to understand the Nile's behavior. Ordinary people petition to divinity through divination. Right. So, who were the people who actually practiced divination, or the ones who executed? There were several people. Like I said, it wasn't exclusive to a group. Everybody had access, and there's evidence that even the commoners practiced some form of divination. But there are ones who, but it was trained. It was very uh, regularized because it was used for a lot of the government decisions. Who were these people? Temple priests. So the priests were trained in the sacred arts. They acted as interpreter of the God's will, and through oracles, temple processions, omens, they help individuals and rulers make decisions. This is one of the groups that were actively engaged in divination and who had it standardized as a form of life. The other group, scribes. So the scribes played a crucial role in documenting dream interpretations, transcribing divine petitions, and maintaining temple records of oracle decisions. So not only they interpreted, but they also kept record of all the outcomes of divination. Like with the ancient Mesopotamian, there were like these labs of dreams in which they will go experiment with different forms or methods of going through sleep, record what people would dream, and make a compendium of the meaning of these, or like an encyclopedia of dreams or possible messages that the gods were giving through these, right? Any questions so far?
Yeah, there was one from Julie. Was this also part of government and ruling over the people?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, there's a government. It's when we're talking about government in general, it's leadership. So it was a form of being able to tap into knowledge, of being able to. It's not just people, it's finance. Uh, yeah. In general, when we're talking
Nice.
about government, it's that you're running a country. So there's a lot that goes involved with it. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And just to let everybody know, two things. Number one, if you have questions, go ahead and post them in capitals for Ramon. I'm going to star them, and on his next break, we'll address them. And then also, at the end of the show, I'll be giving away an hour reading, tarot reading, which will be done either over phone or StreamYard. So if you'd like to be entered into the drawing to receive a full hour reading from me, enter hashtag Egypt.
Do you have to be here at the end to get it?
You do.
Okay.
That's the fun part.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. All right. What's the other route that they tapped into? The dead. So
Yes.
the Egyptians believed that in the afterlife, that the afterlife allowed for different divinatory communication with deceased relatives, especially when guidance or justice was needed in the living world. So, as we know, the Egyptian had a very strong belief and practice of the afterlife. The afterlife was just an extension of this current physical life, and we see it through the preparation and embalming of
Mhm.
the bodies, the all the goods that they will include in the tomb, and this was regular practice in throughout all the different spheres. It wasn't just the pharaohs who were mummified; they mummified the regular people if they were able to afford it, animals.
Animals.
Yeah, I was gonna
They
say they're
went
pets, they're cats.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes. So, and the whole purpose was that belief that there was an afterlife and there was a connection between both of them. The preparation and what you include in this life, not only physically but also spiritually, will have a repercussion once you cross that threshold.
Nice.
So, methods of divination practiced in ancient Egypt. So each of these following methods, either they're historically documented through texts, inscriptions, artifacts, and some of them are there's a hypothesis that were done through connection with a lot of different texts. You have to understand that there's parts in Egypt that are still not discovered. What?
Shenanigans. She makes me laugh.
Mm. So they're still excavating tombs, especially in the Valley of the Kings. The Valley of the
Right.
Kings is this amazing valley. It's beautiful because I went to visit it. That's where Tutankhamun's tomb is. There's, I believe, thousands of tombs underground, and they're still discovering constantly new areas. So, and they're still finding texts, and they're able to tap further into the forms of practice that the ancient Egyptians had every time they discover each one of them. So, the first divination method is oneromancy. And what is that? That is dream interpretation. So, Egyptians believed that dreams were divine messages. Scribes and priests interpreted these visions using manuals such as the Ramsay Dream Book, which is believed to originate in the 13th century before Christ, before the Common Era. And it's one of the oldest known dream interpretation texts. And in this case, people slept in temples of healing gods like Imhotep or Serapis in hopes of receiving divine dreams. The dream book classified dreams as good or bad, offering detailed symbolism. And dreams were considered especially powerful if received during sacred festivals or certain lunar phases. And an example will be like if a man dreams that he drinks warm beer, it means suffering will come to him.
Well, that
I can
sucks. I
believe.
like beer.
But warm beer, when I used to drink, I'd never like warm beer. It would always make me vomit. So I guess there's
Yeah.
some truth in that.
It took me a long time to actually like beer.
Really, I used to like heavy, dark beers. I don't drink anymore, but yeah. So, dream interpretation was one of the forms of divination that the ancient Egyptian practiced. The second one, oracles. So, among the most documented methods, oracles were temple-based practices where a god spoke through a statue, especially during festivals. The god statue, which could be like one of the most common ones, like Amun or Hathor, was carried in a sacred bark by priests. Yes or no questions were posed publicly, and if the statue moved forward, turned, or nodded, it was interpreted as a divine response. The most famous was the Oracle of Amun at Karnak, consulted by pharaohs and commoners alike. So,
I do want to say that the big three with divination there were Amun Ra, Khonshu, and who was it? Mut? I believe the mother goddess. Yeah.
Yes. So in this case, there was a procession of a statue, and yes or no question were posed, and depending if the statue moved in one way or another, it was interpreted as a message. Just think of a pendulum, a heavy pendulum that you have been carrying, and
I love that.
Right?
That is a big ass pendulum.
Right? So, third method, omen interpretation. So, unusual phenomena were interpreted as signs from the gods. Things like the form births of animals or humans. Different animals or humans were logged and interpreted as warnings or messages. The behavior of certain sacred animals, like bulls, were monitored closely. So it's not just animals, but things around nature. Because another example will be the flood of the Nile, and these were tracked and interpreted as forecasts for the agricultural year. So depending on how the flooding was, they would know if it was going to be a good year or not in terms of harvesting. So they tapped into observing nature and its behavior to be able to interpret it different messages. Temple reliefs, from Memphis to Saqqara, they recorded the death and replacement of the bull, which was the bull veneration was very big in Egypt. For them, it was a deity, and depending on the behavior of certain bulls that they have in their temples, they were interpreted messages as well.
Huh. Very cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Me too.
Yeah, that's very cool. So another form of divination in communication with the divine was letters to the dead. And ordinary Egyptians wrote letters to deceased relatives buried them in tombs, or left them at necropolises, cities of dead, asking the dead to intercede with the gods or help them resolve personal matters. Common topics included disputes, illnesses, and acts of injustice. These letters were inscribed on bowls, papyrus, or funerary objects. Um, and it's kind of like what we do nowadays, right? Some people
Yeah, I mean,
find
I do
relief.
that.
Right.
I write letters to my family, even like
Mhm.
on their birthdays. So I'll do like a birthday card to them. On my birthday, I'll write them a letter, and just let them how I'm doing. I mean, let them know how I'm doing. But even then, like I know that they still know, but I still like to write them a letter.
Yeah,
It just
you
means
know,
something more to me to do that.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's that's a beautiful practice.
Mm-hmm.
Talking with your deceased one, it's really a different forms of communication. There's a healing aspect in that because when we're going through pain, a situation, sometimes verbalizing it, talking about it, writing about it is a healing process. And
I
if
would
there's a
like
spirit,
to.
Yeah,
and
and then
if
I
there's
also
a
burn money for them.
spiritual, yeah, and if there's a
Like I
spiritual
give them
component to that,
offerings.
it's
Yeah.
even much more powerful.
I would like to tell everybody, or point out, not tell. That's rude. I would like to point out there's a difference between talking with your ancestors and
Mm-hmm.
talking to your ancestors.
Yeah. And here's
One
my letter
thing,
to them. But yeah.
yeah, if you're expecting an answer back, then go into it with that mind frame. Um, I, when I do my ancestor work, I take care of my ancestor altar every night, but I don't expect communication with them every night. I don't look for that. I do talk to them, but basically I'm talking at them. Um, but when I sit down to work or when I sit down for bed, I talk with them. There's a difference in how I go about that.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to point that out before I forgot.
Interesting. Thank you for sharing that with us. Yeah, and sometimes you get a response. Sometimes you not might not. Depends on a
Yeah.
lot of things. How's your energy? How's the environment? Energetic environment. Your energy. Sometimes they don't want to talk to you. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I don't want to talk with some of my family members. I'm not in the mood. So you have to understand that. So if you
Yeah.
practice that, just it's a matter of consistency, love, and reception. Sometimes the silence says a lot as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
You know?
silence in between everything speaks
Yes.
volumes. You're right.
But then they also take on the characteristics of when they were living, because a lot of them didn't, I mean, in my experience, some of my family members that have passed away, they don't really talk, they didn't really talk a lot in the living, when they were alive. So they kind of mimic that same characteristics, and now that they're in the afterlife.
I have a theory that that's because that's how we know them.
True. Yeah.
And that's how we recognize them or would communicate with them if they were still alive.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a personal thing. What about you, Ramon? What do you think?
Hmm. I agree. Um, it's, like I said, it's the outcome of what you get. It really depends on the energy around you.
Uh-oh. Trouble.
What happened?
Gerald just walked in the room.
Hi,
Who
Gerald.
summoned the Godfather?
All right, let's go to the next one. Other form of divination in ancient Egypt was petitions on ostraca, which is a pottery. So in Deir el Medina, hundreds of pottery shreds, also known as ostraca, that's Ostraca, have been found bearing questions to the gods, often addressed to Amun. So individuals asked yes or no questions that were answered during processions. And basically, what they would do is use pottery and pose their questions and offer it to the gods, and ask for specific signs. And depending on the sign, they will get their answer or not. So there's evidence that this was really common. And it's amazing that they're still able to find pottery with um, well preserved with these practices.
I
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Right? Okay. Next one, the Apis bull uh, oracles. So the Apis bull was sacred to Ptah, was itself an oracle. So they would choose divine markings. The bull, they will have bulls in temples, and depending on the markings that they will have in questions, the markings that the bull will make were considered answers. So certain behaviors like eating, walking, the way they reacted were interpreted as divine communication. Upon death, the rituals and timing were also interpreted as omens. The Apis bull guided policy, ritual timing, and even dynastic decisions in Memphis. So that photo that I show you of the step pyramid, it's an area called Saqqara, and Saqqara, and you see some images of these tombs in programs like ancient Egypt. They believe that there were places that they had these gigantic bulls, and bulls are considered sacred, and depending like how they behave, they were interpreted as messages. But these, like if you visit these places, these tombs are like so massive and carved from one piece of rock that it defies logic how they were able to fit it into these small cramped areas. They still believe that it was bulls. There were bulls that were uh, used. That there was no evidence of bulls being found in some of these tombs, but it was part of the Egyptian culture to venerate bulls and use their behavior as a form of divine communication. All right, questions?
Mm-mm.
All right.
nope. So far,
Bobby,
well, wait. Let me check. Um,
I
here's
think
the last.
had something. Yeah, there you go.
Do you guys believe that the tarot cards originated in Egypt and entered the continent via the Arabs? I do not,
Not
personally.
really. No,
No.
don't.
That was something that was floated around in the early 1900s and late 1800s, I believe. Um,
Yeah,
I
it was
I
the
do not. I think that's been
yeah,
debunked.
yeah. I mean, the after the British established connection with Egypt, and they started importing a lot of things from the Egyptian culture. It was seen as something like exotic,
Yeah.
coming from a different land. And things like gypsies, for example, the word gypsy, it's shortening from Egyptian. And there's like all these theories that
Huh.
they started saying that the gypsies originated in Egypt and so on. So there was this whole fascination with the Egyptian culture and mysticism involved with it.
And
But
Cool.
this is the time when people were digging up mummies so they could take pictures with them in
oh,
sarcophaguses and
I mean, they do that in
oh,
Mexico. They have las
they
momias in Guanajuato in Mexico where they do take pictures with mummies.
no, but
yeah.
they found like so many mummies. Mummies were used just to like keep your fire burning at home.
Yeah, they were
Really,
fuel.
yeah, they
It
were
was
fuel.
fuel.
They were used as fuel. Yes, because it was so many that they found because the commoners were even mummified. Um,
Wow.
yeah, it's. I personally believe that a lot of these objects that what Europe has should be returned to Egypt.
Yes,
It's good that it was preserved. Um, they might have been lost over time, but I think Egypt has the right to reclaim some of its historical heritage.
I agree.
Um, but that's my personal opinion.
I think if it's your historical heritage, it belongs back in the country of origin. That's me.
Hmm.
If it was
Um,
created by the ancient Egyptians, it should be in Egypt. If it was created by the ancient Germanic people, it may be in the. It needs to go back to that area, but it's a piece of their culture and history, and
it
I don't know.
is. I think a lot of countries had done an amazing job of preserving it because, like, for example, in the case of Egypt with the political instability, a lot of it might have been lost. But there's so much that was exported and taken out of the country and sold that you know it's it's like ripping pages from history from a book of history. These are parts that belong to the culture. But at the same time, I find it fascinating how some countries or cultures adopt um, icons or cultural elements from other ones that are not part of their and embrace it. For example, like the Mona Lisa, which is part you identified as French, but in reality is Italian. You go to
Mhm.
Italy, especially in Rome, around the city, you see like obelisks everywhere, like in the middle of plazas, and they're real Egyptian obelisks, but they're part of the Italian culture. So it's like it's good that it's been preserved and
Yeah.
shared, but at the same time, I think it's time for us to be fair and return that part of history to that culture.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. And the next one is celestial and calendar based omens. Although not predictive astrology in the Babylonian sense, Egyptians relied on astronomical observations to track divine cycles. Um, the rising of Cyrus uh, signaled the
No.
Egyptian New Year in the Nile floating. Star charts and beacons on tomb ceilings reflected.
Ramon, hold on,
Uh-huh.
please. You guys, please don't start throwing racial things around or cultural things around. Okay, we don't want to start doing that here. All right, so let's not bring Taliban and ISIS into all this. Okay,
Yeah, I
go ahead.
mean, if if you want to learn a little bit more about it, just do some research. But there's a lot of different point of views on the topic.
Yeah,
You know, you have to understand that if a culture decides to embrace a religious philosophy, that's it's the country's choice. But at the end, you just have to respect it. That's not here or there. Okay, let's move on. So these cycles ensure that rituals align with divine order. So, like a lot of different cultures, the stars were used as um, divine communication, guidance from the gods, and calendars. And they were part of the everyday life of these cultures, and the Egyptians were not the only ones. Additional forms of divination, cleromancy, and we know it as casting lots. This is a form of divination that we've explored in other shows, like
hmm
divination in biblical times. In ancient Mesopotamia was used as well, and through rare, even though it's rare in records, it's been found that casting marked objects or using symbolic games may have served as a form of divination. And again, these were it's been found that there were games, and from games they evolved into a form of divination. Things like tokens, pebbles, knuckleballs
Mhm.
might have been cast and used in temples to receive yes or no answers. We still use it today. Um, what else? It's believed that bibliomancy was practiced as well, and in this case, consulting sacred texts. And it's believed that priests likely consulted ritual books, uh, specifically the Book of Thoth, for divine insight. Random or inspired readings may have been used during moments of uncertainty. And this became more evident in the later Greco Egyptian magical practices, where books were invoked directly or prophecy. And if, as you know, the Greeks, there wa- there was an alliance that was established between the Greeks and the Egyptians, and a lot of these practices passed from one culture to the other. Um, Some divinities merged during that time as well. They're fused in their Greek and Egyptian aspect. Um, yeah, and it's believed that this practice jumped from the Egyptians into the Greeks. Uh, Next one, necromantic mediumship. While necromancy is a modern term, Egyptians did perform rituals to invoke the voices of the dead, often in dreams or trance. Later, magical papyri describe invoking spirits to deliver oracles, and priestly mediums may have spoken on behalf of deceased ancestors or divine beings. So it's not just necromancy, but also there's an element of mediumship involved in ancient Egyptians. Uh, Next one, interpreting the body. So body signs, especially birthmarks, deformations, or unusual features, were often interpreted as divine marks. Deformities were seen as omens or divine warnings. Priests themselves had to meet strict body requirements reflecting beliefs in spiritual and physical purity. So, to be able to be a priest, you had to have a sense of what's funny.
Uh, Urban Forest Tarot says the guy on the right looks like me. It made me giggle.
Yeah. So I guess we've seen that also. The physical aspect has been one that has been used as a form of interpreting aspects of spirituality. We see it in the Middle Ages, which with witches, if you had a mole or certain marks, you were considered a witch.
Evil!
And yes. So in this case, the Egyptians believed that as well. Not in witches and burning them, but that physical attributes, marks in the body, the physicality were a sign of divine messages. Next one, hydromancy, divination with water or reflective surfaces. Though more prominent in later texts, bowl divination using water or oil likely had earlier Egyptian precedents. A pure person, often a child, will gaze into a bowl to see visions. And it was used to contact gods, spirits, or reveal hidden knowledge.
It still is.
Yeah, so children were considered pure, and it was them who would gaze into these bowls filled of liquid, like I mentioned, water or oil, to be able to scry into messages from the divine. All right. Any questions so far?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Next one, pyromancy, fire and smoke reading. So it's pyromancy and capnomancy, two different terms. Pyromancy is fire, divination using fire, and capnomancy with smoke. So incense, sacred flames, or burning offerings may have carried divinatory meanings. The movement of smoke, the shape of a flame, or how incense burned were potential signs from the divine. While not emphasized in temple rituals, such practices appear in magical and household contexts. And we still do that today, right?
Mm-hmm.
We use fire for divination, pyromancy, and some people use the smoke of the incense or even from the fire itself to be able to scry and get messages from the divine. Do you guys practice that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to our next winter coven meeting because we light the bonfire out and back, and um, our high priestess, her wife, throws something in the fire to make it change color. And
Oh yeah.
last time we did that, I got a hit, so I'm looking forward to doing it next time.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I wish I lived
That's
closer
fun.
to you guys.
you'd have so much fun.
I would.
All right. So I just explored several forms of divination that were practiced in ancient Egypt. A lot of them were able to relate, and we see how, even though these were thousands of years ago, we still practice the same forms with the same purpose. And even though we're in a different cultural context, we seek the same thing, divine messages, clarification on our paths in moments of uncertainty. And, I think it's still going to continue for thousands of years from now, if we're still around. But what is the legacy and endurance of these? So, though many methods faded under the Greek and Romans influence, dream interpretation, oracles, and petitions to the dead persisted, and it even evolved. Some merge with Greek, Hermetic, and even Jewish traditions in texts like Greek, magical papyri, preserving Egyptian spirit beneath their hybrid surface. And at the core, what remains is the distinctive Egyptian belief: gods speak constantly. One must only know how to listen. That's still so true today, right?
That's the problem
Messages,
people have, yeah, is learning to listen,
yeah, yeah. Messages are all around. I believe divinity
Mhm.
has so many ways of communicating. There's messages all. It's like divine DNA, right? In everything. We could get messages from through the air, through smoke,
Mhm.
through light, water. There's so many ways,
The
and
birds.
yes, dreams.
Hmm.
We just have to be receptive to be able to receive those messages, understand them, accept them, and apply them in our path, in our daily path. That concludes my presentation on divination on Egypt.
I
Lovely.
love it.
Yeah, that was so good. Thank you, Ramon. Thank
Um,
you for your
Of
pictures and
course.
your personal pictures
Ramon,
Yes.
your presentations are always fantastic. You set the bar high. Yeah.
for the rest of us.
No.
I'm just letting you guys know. Mine's aren't going to be anything like
Yeah.
Ramon's, okay?
No.
I,
You
I,
guys challenged me to be better, so I appreciate it.
Aw. You're challenging us to be better.
yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
You know.
So we're gonna go ahead and open it up for any questions you might have. There was one from Draven. Were certain temples more famous for their oracles than others? Hashtag Egypt.
Yes. So it really depended on the god. Um there's ones, like the most common ones that we Hathor, for example, Ra, Thoth, temples dedicated to divinities that brought more people in. Now,
Hmm.
that doesn't mean that every Egyptian god had a temple. Like, for example, Ra, which is the sun god, has different aspects, and one of them is Khepri. And Khepri was symbolized by the scarab, and I identify a lot with Khepri. And it's interesting because when I went to Egypt, I saw for the first time a depiction of Khepri. And it's like the body of a human,
And he
and
looked
like
like you.
I wish. No, you know that Egyptian gods, they're like the body of a human, and then the head
Oh yeah.
of an animal. It could
let
be a
me let me
bird with
draw this real
horns.
quick before our friend gets off the plane. Uh, I'm gonna go ahead and do the giveaway real quick for the free reading with me, you guys. Um, so here we go. Ready? Here's the drawing, everybody. I want Jonathan to have his fair shot.
Oh,
Play. All
love,
right.
remember.
Sorry, Jonathan, your ass out.
Congratulations.
All right. Stick
They
around. Play.
love.
My email is in the link in the
Mhm.
descriptions. Please send me an email and we'll get this hooked up. Okay, love?
Yeah.
All right.
Actually,
As you
do it again because I have this ancient Egyptian oracle card deck, and
Wait.
I would like to.
Can I draw him for that?
Yes, you can. Hold on, everybody.
I
Talk
want
while
to
I
do
reset it up.
a reading for someone from this oracle.
Okay, we're getting a Ramon reading. All right.
This wasn't planned.
No, hold on, everybody. Divination in ancient Egypt. Hashtag.
I'm not in a hurry. I can do a couple of readings.
I'm in no hurry either, you guys, if you want to pull cards for people.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Is it on screen?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Okay.
Hi, Lexi. Sexy Lexi, prima.
Yeah. Hermana's here.
Okay, here we go, everybody.
Who am I reading for?
You are reading for.
Or is that for his giveaway?
No, this is for a reading.
Oh, that
with
doesn't
this deck.
count.
Giveaway. The oracle he talked about.
No, I'm reading. I'm not giving away this oracle.
No, he's not giving away, mija.
I'm giving away the message of this oracle.
That counts for me too.
You. Oh my God. Okay.
We drew her fair and square. You got to read for her.
Yeah, I will. Let's see what we got for you.
I already read
My
for myself.
beautiful
I read it
Seth.
right before I got on, so
Okay.
I bought like a naughty deck, so I was using that before
This is a beautiful card. So the card I got from the ancient Egyptian oracle, it's called Horus Empowerment Guidance.
Ooh.
How beautiful that image is. And the message is empower yourself through self-affirmation. Recognize your strength and capabilities. Use positive affirmations to build confidence and encourage a proactive approach to challenges. So it's a beautiful message, and it's so applicable to each one of us, and in this case, the message is saying to recognize what you are strong, what you are capable, and in the same token, what you are not capable, and use it as a challenge to propel yourself and approach those challenges with positivity. It's challenging you to be better and believe in your own power. That's what I got for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful message.
You want to pull some cards, CELINA?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. This is for CELINA's going to read for somebody real quick.
We weren't planning on this. This just turned into the Egyptian gods.
No, but how did...
I don't have Egyptian cards. Is that a problem?
Doesn't matter, no.
So we've got Coco. Coco's spiritual journey.
Oh, is she the winner?
Mm-hmm. Is she here? You still here, Coco?
Yeah, she's on my side.
All right.
Can I show off a deck I have?
Always.
I have a Egyptian Lenormand. Look, this is the backs of the card.
Okay, those are badass.
And they're so cool. Look, birds. We have a bird there. The dog. Look how beautiful this dog is. As you know, I love Lenormand.
Do those have the playing card associations on them?
Anchor. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, good.
Like all good Lenormand decks should. Yeah.
Okay.
Raven Michael, hello.
Go on, CELINA. Let her rip. Yeah, Crystal wants to know where can she get those?
These?
Yeah.
Make playing cards. I can link the description on the comments, the link where I got it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Coco, I pulled an oracle card for you from the Magical Spirit Oracle. And the card says, call your energy back to you. And it's talking about your energy, your power, your aura, or your depletion. So I'm not sure if you have been dealing with exhaustive moments where you just don't know, you just don't have the energy to continue on with your with your day-to-day routine, and it just seems like you probably left your energy with someone else, or you let them take your energy away from you. And I feel like you just need to call it back, recall it back, even if you do a simple ritual, burning a candle, and then calling that energy back to you. I think it's something you might need to do for yourself. But as you see, this lady here, she's laying in this galactic pool of just herself with flowers. It could also be an indication that you just need to spend more time with yourself as well. So not only calling back your energy, but spending some time for yourself and yeah, just enjoying the moments. That's my message for you, Coco. Thank you.
Beautiful.
My turn.
That's,
My turn. I want to read for somebody. Watch, it's going to be Jonathan. All right. So here we go.
And Pink says, that's a perfect card for me right now. Thanks. Of course.
Lexi.
Ooh.
Okay.
You got sexy Lexi.
Hell yeah, I do. Lex. So I'm pulling for you from the Sword Elysium Tarot. First card I drew for you is the Moon card, and I'm doing a second card just so I can have an idea of what's happening. The second card I drew for you is the Seven of Swords. So we got the Moon card crossed by the Seven of Swords. Somebody's pulling some sneaky shit around you, girlfriend. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to your intuition. That Moon card tells you trust your intuition, because things are starting to emerge around you that you know is bullshit. So be on your guard. That Seven of Swords, that's the warning right there. Don't take people at their word. Dig a little deeper. All right. So that's what I have for you. How you doing, Ramon? You want to do another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
We can do a couple more rounds, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All
This
right.
is fun. We need to get back to doing our other decks, guys.
Yes, and we got to do that show. It's not me, it's the deck.
Yes. If you guys
Listen
don't
to that
know,
song again.
Ramon did.
I was so going to propose the other day to do it,
Yes.
but
If you don't know what we're talking about, which I find it hard to believe, we do a show that we have titled "It's Not Me, It's the Deck." We use naughty decks.
yes, and naughty language, foul
Naughty
language,
language.
and we enjoy it. It's a safe place to curse.
Now, you all know that I have no problem cursing, but watching my brother Ramon curse is just a privilege. I'm sorry,
I
It
know,
is.
it feels so
'cause
liberating because
he looks so shy when he does it, and then he just
like, oh, I don't
there's
want to
that-
say it. And
right.
then as
It's
the night
adorable.
progresses, like I can't stop it.
Okay.
No,
so-
but my
What does your
deck's
partner say
expanded
about
on-
you when you do stuff like that, Ramon? Has he
Oh,
watched it?
No, he's never watched my channel. I don't think he even knows the name of my channel.
Mine doesn't either.
He doesn't care at all.
Not
My
a
husband
fucking
does.
bit.
He'll watch mine.
You're lucky that your husband, you get that support.
I am lucky.
I mean, he's like, okay, whatever.
To be
doesn't-
fair, my husband is very much Christian with MAGA parents, and even though he's gay and married to a witch, he tries to distance himself from my world as much as possible. He's never even said more than 2 words to Joey in passing. They've never really talked.
Joey's always at your house.
Joey's always here. He
Really?
has really no
Yeah,
interest in meeting
I
that
am
part of
very
my
lucky.
life. So,
I do have to say, and let me mention this: he's not like he doesn't talk about spirituality. He's not like a spiritual person. He's a Cancer. He's very in touch with like his feelings and emotions, but spirituality is not a thing that he practices at all or believes really. But when
But
we
he's
went
the one
to
that mentioned Santa Muerte or putting the
Yes,
that was
Halloween.
cool, though.
not only that, when we went to Doña Queta's house, I was talking with her. It was such a beautiful experience. He got goosebumps, and he said there is a powerful energy here. I was got like,
I
what?
love that. Like he
Coming
felt
from
that.
him to me, it was like amazing. And he showed me, look, I'm getting goosebumps. There is a powerful energy here.
I don't
And
know.
he
Maybe
felt
something's starting
the
to move in him.
beauty. It felt the beauty and the love coming from Doña Queta. It was like talking to this beautiful grandma,
Oh,
you know,
I can't
and
wait
like
for that
she
video to come.
hugged me. Yeah, she hugged me. I gave her a kiss, and I have the video. It's like a 2-minute video that I just asked her like a simple question and thanked her for what she's done. But I had to put English subtitles because it's in Spanish. But
Yeah.
it
Oh, that's
was he felt
beautiful.
that exchange of love and the powerful energy at that place.
Yeah.
Okay, I lost track of what we were doing. Windwalker, did I read for you?
No.
No,
Okay, I didn't think so. Um, here's what I got for you, my
Destiny
friend.
what are
Raven
we
says
reading for?
spirituality cannot be
I'm
forced.
reading for Old Windwalker.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm glad this card came up because it's the only really Egyptian-looking one in the deck. We got the Star card.
Oh, I love that.
So this is about your community.
Hmm.
And it looks like there has been some trouble in paradise. We've got the reverse Two of Wands and the Star card crossing each other. So that tells me your circle of friends may have had an issue or a falling out recently that needs to be addressed, because this seems like something that need it doesn't need to be taken as bad. What's the polite way to say this? Quit fucking around, all right? It's not that serious.
Calm your tits.
Calm your tits. Thank you. Yeah, don't let things grow out of control. Handle it right now, my dear. That is the message that I have for you. Let's go back to Ramon.
All right. Am I
Here
reading
we
for
go.
a different person? Okay.
Yes, you are. You are reading for Witchy
Oh,
Best
Witchy
Friend.
best friend.
And you changed your picture, Jess.
I know, it's a beautiful picture.
I know.
I haven't.
All right.
Let me check and make sure she's still here. Jess, are you here?
Yeah, she's been in here chatting.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let her rip, my brother.
There you go. All right. Again, I'm pulling from the ancient Egyptian oracle cards.
Oh,
The card that the universe has for you is wow, this is a beautiful card. So it says Bassett's Tranquility Guidance. This is a beautiful image. I just got
Wow.
lost for a second there looking at it. Look at that,
I do that.
Mhm.
the pyramids and the sky. That's what drew me in. And the message here is cultivate a sense of inner tranquility. Practice mindfulness and meditation to find peace amid chaos. Create a serene space for yourself to retreat and recharge. So it doesn't matter the craziness around, just the universe is saying make a cocoon, space, a safe space, physical, more than anything's mental and spiritual, so you can find balance. That will definitely help you block the storm sometimes outside, and sometimes this storm is not even outside, sometimes it's here. But the message here is try to find that space, that safe space where you can detach yourself and being able to look at everything around you from a different perspective. Yeah, and that's the message that the universe has for you through this beautiful card.
You know, you said
That's beautiful.
cocoon. You said cocoon, but
Cocoon.
I heard kukui.
Cookie.
Yeah, I heard kukui. Yeah.
Cookie.
For those who don't know what a kukui is like the boogeyman.
Kukui.
All right, Selena, you're up,
Yeah.
my dear. So you are going to be reading for, let's pull up the machine.
Leslin. Hi, Leslin.
And just so everybody knows, tomorrow night I am going live with full elemental readings. So be sure you
Garnet.
catch that. Garnet.
You are, or you're not.
I am going
Yeah.
live tomorrow night.
Nice.
I've same thing you were saying, Ramon. I haven't been reading just for the joy of reading. I've been reading for clients. I've been reading for serious situations. I need some
Yeah.
Fun.
joy.
Some fun.
yeah.
Like we need our
Some hobby reading.
Some
our
hobby
dirty
reading. What a
lives.
great idea.
We need our dirty lives for fun.
Yes, I admit it. Yes. All
Hobby
right, Garnet.
Bobby.
Hobby Bobby.
I love that.
You need that mold. Hobby Bobby.
Let me pull up Selena for us. There you go, girl.
Okay, Garnet. I am pulling a card from Lessons from the Liminal Space. I just did an unboxing on this deck. And I love the messages on this and this deck, as well as the images. The card for you is: do not beg and do not demand. Conspire with the spirit for beneficial results. So, do not beg and do not demand. Conspire with the spirit for beneficial results. That's telling me that they're asking you to reach out to your spirit allies, your team, and talk to them about what it is you need to be doing next, what it is you need to be working on. But at the same time, it's asking you to do not beg and do not demand. So have that gentle conversation with them have that gentle conversation with them and ask them for guidance. It's more of that asking and not the demanding and begging. But definitely reach out to your spirit team and ask what you should be doing next, what you need to be working on next. That's my message for you, Garnet. I hope it resonates.
All right, my turn. Switchy. All right, here we go. How you guys doing?
Good.
Okay.
How are you?
How are you?
I am
I'm
well.
sorry.
How you doing?
That was cynical.
So I'm reading for Linda.
Linda de Gonzalez. Hi,
Yeah.
Linda.
Linda was just on Behind the Cards, you guys. So go back and watch her.
I love Linda.
I need
think
to
we-
have Linda in orbit with.
Yes,
I
you
need to
do.
chat with her.
That's the fun
on
thing
the
about
West
the
Coast,
three
by
of
the
us. We will put you on the circuit, on the Behind the Moon circuit. You'll get all three of us. All right. So I went to draw one card, but two came out for you. The first card I drew for you is called Skull of Flowers. This card right here is from my Halloween deck because every day is Halloween, baby.
Mm-hmm.
This is about creating from the ashes. So anything that you think you're done with, re-examine. Because I think you can do that thing where you kind of pick it up, shake it out, and readdress it. Okay. Where did you two go? Hold on. There you
Right
are.
here. Ooh,
I was like, you left me alone. Holy crap.
you took us off.
The second card I drew for you is called The Witch. Okay, and this is called the Earthly Weaver of Worlds. Um, you have the ability to create something out of nothing, but it's much more important for you to right now readdress something you've already created and get the kinks worked out of it. Okay, so anything you think is past its prime, check the expiration date on it just to be sure. Okay, project wise. Also, food wise, you don't want to
Include
eat.
your kitchen and your fridge in that.
Exactly. All right, so it is Ramon's turn.
Okay. Let's see who we get.
I love doing that.
I can't do the same special effects as you do.
Crystal Connors. Are you still here,
Connors.
Crystal?
Crystal, are you here?
I summon thee, O Crystal Connors. You're welcome, Linda. I know people have been coming and going. Oh, yep, there she is. Okay.
All right, Crystal. Let me pull a card for you. Oops.
I am
I-
wrong Latino. Hold on. There you go.
So I have two cards for you. I actually pulled one and two came out.
That's what happened.
They're
to me.
actually they're very they're related in the messages. So the first one is Ra's energy guidance. And again, I'm using the ancient Egyptian oracle cards. Ra's energy guidance. And the message here is channel your energy into productive endeavors. Avoid wasting time on unproductive activities. Set clear goals and work diligently towards them with enthusiasm. So it talks about use your time wisely. You know, as time goes by, we have less of it available, right? We get busier and things that, you know, our everyday lives that we lose perspective of investing it wisely. And so connected with that is Sekhmet's resolve guidance. And the message here is strengthen your resolve in pursuing your goals. Commit to your objectives with unwavering determination. Let your persistence guide you through any difficulties. So again, it's using your time, investing it in a wise way, with things that at the end are going to bring you positive results, right? Not necessarily has to be financial. If that's your goal, great. But things that will bring things to your life in return, which with bigger impact, right? Spending time with loved ones, time for yourself, just focusing on new activities, things that you might be afraid of doing. Just explore these things. But the message here is invest your time in a positive way. Set clear objectives and go towards it. That's what I got for you.
Okay.
Lovely.
So, Nancy has joined us from
Yeah, I
across
didn't
Hey,
know
Nancy.
Nancy. Welcome.
All right, and that
Miss
means
Nancy, great to see you.
that means it is time. And Nancy, if you would like to be entered in for a reading, put hashtag Egypt.
Yes. So, Miss Nancy, we were just talking about divination in ancient Egypt. It was just a show on the topic, but it just merged into live readings.
Yeah, we
Yes.
weren't planning this, so
No,
here
we
you
weren't. That's
go.
why I was out looking for my
Yeah.
decks.
And I'm
And we
using
talked
that.
about it beforehand, and we weren't planning this. We really weren't.
No.
Not at all. No. I just happen to have some oracles themed in ancient Egypt, and we went in that
Ramon is so
direction.
cute. I just happen to have
I
some
just happen to
Egyptian
have two boxes full of decks and other
I know.
divination tools. Because I have pendulums also, Egyptian theme, dice. I actually want to do a show just like using those tools and tapping into ancient Egyptians' energy.
I just got some divination dice, so I'm excited
Ooh.
to learn how to read them.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a show on. I have a video on my channel.
I'll have to watch it. Thank you. I didn't
Yeah,
realize you had
there's
one.
not one way of doing it. That's my way, but it's whatever works for you.
Yeah.
I
It's
think we all know that Ramon's channel is freaking awesome. And if you aren't subscribed to his channel, please do so. And if you are
Yep, all the links are in
subscribed to,
everyone's bios.
yes, I would like to take this chance to, again, once a week, I want to let everybody know how grateful we are for your support in all that we do.
yes.
So Red Eagle is up, Selena.
Yep, I just pulled a card. So I pulled a card from my Lessons from the Liminal Space deck. And it says, parent your inner child, show them the unconditional love you crave. Look at that image on there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's this painter who does these wild paintings, but I love his work, and then I love his sayings on here too. So parent your inner child, show them the unconditional love you crave. And I know inner child work is very hard, and I feel like everyone needs to do some form of inner child work. But here it is letting you know that showing yourself that unconditional love is definitely, I feel like it's important for anybody. And even like this message that I'm reading for Red Eagle can be for anybody that's listening. This could resonate with you. So it's not just for Red Eagle, but definitely show yourself some more of that inner, that unconditional love that you know, that there's a time that we didn't get the love that we felt we deserved or we felt we should have gotten. But it's never too late to give it to yourself now. And yeah, do some self-love.
Quina.
Yeah,
You're
do
reading
some
for my
self-love.
friend Quina. I
Yeah.
didn't. I always forget this is Quina. This is Irma's husband.
Okay. Yeah. So especially, I mean, I'm going to say, especially for a man, I think inner child and unconditional love, it's very, I find that to be very different as opposed to a woman. And I think that's important for regardless if you're a man or a woman. And, you know, I think growing up, we, especially being Hispanic, I mean, it's different in different cultures, you know, you don't get that. But I am showing that you should be showing yourself some more self-love. It's okay if you're a man and you're giving yourself showing yourself some self-love, it's completely acceptable. So that's my message to you. I hope that helps you.
I will say this: Quina is very socially responsible. He's very dedicated to his people and his tribe. But there comes a point, Quina, when you have to focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Totally.
So I'm next, and I'm using a well, we'll just see which deck I pull up right now.
Sure. I'm just gonna shut up.
Yeah, whatever you were about to say, you're right.
Because I pulled it and I felt something is missing in the show.
That's
My
right.
name is missing. I'm
So Magic by
I
Moonlight.
literally pulled.
Am I the only one that doesn't have that deck?
Well,
Are you?
for right now,
I don't have the Healing Light. Is that the one you're talking about?
no, I'm talking about my dirty deck.
Oh,
Oh,
My
okay.
Revel deck. I was gonna pull
I-
the Healing Light,
I-
and then I grabbed
I
this
was
one.
waiting for the name of Christopher Butler to pop
Me
up.
too.
It's
at the end of
right
the
here.
show.
And honestly, I didn't say his name because of yeah, I say it a lot. But I want to take this moment to say, blurt it out. Ramón is going to be working on a Santa Muerte Oracle that Chris Butler is going to be illustrating. So
I know.
I
I'm
better get a
honored.
copy of that deck, Ramon.
Yes.
It
It will be sometime in the future, but yes, that's in the works. I already started.
I'm telling you now, my friend, it's gonna be tremendous.
You already started, Ramon?
Yes.
Of course he did. We're talking about
Uh-huh.
Ramón.
I know.
Yes, on my
He has, like, 10
lunchtime,
projects
the
going on
little
at one time.
time that I have left spent, I'm
A
investing. in that.
Santiago Butler deck? Are you kidding? I'm already.
I
I
can't
know.
believe it.
Stop it.
Yes,
All right.
and if you don't know who Chris Butler is, stop by my channel. The last in orbit with I did was a 2.5 hour conversation with that amazing man,
He's
that
all right.
fantastic artist. He's so talented, and I'm so honored and
And even
blessed
then, I don't think you
to have
finished.
met him.
Like it felt like it could
I
have
could
gone
have,
No.
longer.
yes,
Yeah.
I could have gone 2 more hours,
Oh
3 more
yeah,
hours because he's fascinating. He's
totally.
fascinating.
He's
I felt
also
Both
that too.
giving
I
Bobby
me.
and
felt like,
I
oh,
are
it's already done.
fans of him.
Yes, and we're lucky to be friends. I am getting weekly Lenormand lessons from him, Ramon.
What? Oh, you
Yeah,
just had to rob it.
I
You
didn't
just had
want
to
to,
rob it.
but yeah.
Oh god.
So here's what I have for you. Who am I reading for? Magic by Moonlight.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yes,
And
Linda,
our,
I know he's gonna be doing it. Santa Muerte Oracle.
Yeah.
What I
Thank you,
drew for
Nancy.
you, my dear, is get over yourself, pull your shit together, help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. All right, this is a card saying strengthen your social ties, strengthen your friendships, your bonds, your contacts. Now is the time to do that, and do it with an open mind. Shenanigans that, oh snap. Yeah, this is a card saying to remember that people are people and they're going to mess up. So
yeah.
give what you expect. All right. And that's what I have for you. And I am going to be planning a show with these two wonderful people beside me as soon as we end this show tonight. And we're going to set up a dirty deck night.
Yes.
It's not me. Return of It's Not Me, It's the Deck.
Yes, we had to do another show. It has to be like a regular show.
Yes. Oh my
Like
gosh, that'd be so
it
much
doesn't,
fun.
yeah, it doesn't have to be like on a fixed day, but it has to be like done often. Like once a week on a random day, random time. We'll just
Pop-ups.
yeah, a pop-up.
Oh, pop-up would be nice too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Faithful says, yeah, love that live. It was so fun, you guys. I
And
had
the
so much
intro music was funny.
Ramon did go back and watch it because he sang the intro to it and created the music. It was great. I mean,
It was
Selena and
funny.
I didn't know what was gonna play until he played it. We're in the back just dying. It was
Laughing. I was
awesome.
dying.
Funny.
And he like pulled it out in like what, 2 hours? Not even.
Yeah, it was quick.
Like, how do
It
you
was
do that
very.
stuff, Ramon?
I had the music. I just like put the lyrics together and
So you just got
just
behind the
recorded
recording
it quick.
studio and
I was
started.
in a time crunch. Like I was editing to the last minute before we got live. I just threw
Wow.
it out there, and yeah,
And
it
Bobby's
was
like
fun.
10 sleeping.
Yeah, yeah. So the show is called "It's Not Me, It's the Deck."
Yeah.
So we're just using like these heavy language decks. It's not us. It's the deck
It's
speaking
not
with
us. We're just reading the cards.
cursing words. Yep, exactly.
Oh, hi, Pink. Good night. So, Ramon, did you read for Magic by Moonlight?
That was you.
That was me.
was
Okay,
you.
so Ramon needs to read for another person. All right. Aria! Oh, honey, watch those. I need them. She's got claws, and she's crawling on my lap. All right. Aria is my kitty cat, you guys.
Aria. It's a beautiful name.
Mr. O'D! Did she bail?
What?
Nope, she's
She
here.
might.
No, she's here.
She goes to bed early.
Let's see.
She was
Madrina.
off, so she didn't have to work.
No. You know, I
But
answered
Fridays
the
is a
phone.
busy day for her.
Yep, she's here. Yeah.
She's here.
Yes, she is.
I think we should
Alright.
all read for her.
I think we should.
Oh, I didn't refresh my comments. Yes, she is here.
Okay.
All right, Miss Tarot D. Let's see what we got for you. Oh, so this the card I got for you, and again, this is from the Ancient Egypt Oracle cards. It's Bassett's Rejuvenation Guidance, and I feel this message is perfect for you. The message here is allow yourself time to rest and relaxation. Engage in activities that help you recharge and rejuvenate. Prioritize self-care and ensure you have moments of leisure in your schedule. So it's giving yourself some time to recharge physically, spiritually. Um, Gift yourself the time of doing it. And this doesn't mean just being in bed, but a lot of times it's also that mental vacation that we need. Detaching ourselves from our problems and allowing us to see life through so different point of view, right? And I want to emphasize in the word, and I'm not throwing shade, rejuvenate. Read it whichever way you want.
Ramon, she says, I took a holiday today just for that reason.
Yeah.
There you go.
She was out
There you
walking
go.
her babies.
Yes.
What a
So
confirmation. Awesome.
it is. So it's the universe is saying that decision, investing time in yourself, was the best thing you could have done at this moment.
All right, Selena, let her have it.
Yeah,
Love you,
so
Miss Tarody.
I pulled from the Green Witch's Oracle deck, and 2 cards came out flying as I was shuffling for you. The first one is Broom, Energy Clearing and Freshening. So a good limpia, a good cleanse. I think it's time to sweep out the old to let the new come in, to bring in that good energy and let that new stuff stay with you. It's asking for energy clearing and freshening. So maybe there's something that's stagnant around you that you need to just cleanse off. Even if you have to use your beautiful sprays to do that, go ahead and pull those out and just clear off that energy that's happening. I think you did that by going for a walk today, calling off of work today, taking a holiday. So it is letting you know that that's something you probably need to do more often, Miss Tarot. And the next card is a watering can, asking for help and sharing burdens. It's okay, Miss Tarot, to ask for help, or it's also okay to say no. I think those are very important things that I think you and I and a lot of people have a hard time doing, is asking for help or sharing burdens. But it's okay to do that. It's okay to, here they're using water, and then here they're using the broom to cleanse. So maybe do a ritual with both of these, some type of water work, like a water energy clearing, as well as using your broom at the same time is what I'm thinking. You should do some type of ritual for that, Miss Tarody. Those are my 2 messages for you.
Beautiful. I have
Yeah.
the spray here too,
Yep.
and I just
I mean,
love it.
I
This
did
is
before we
for
came on.
Agua Florida.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Before we
You
came
what?
on. Do it
It's
again.
so good. It smells like divine pine sol.
It's
So
the version
good.
of Tarot D's Fabuloso.
So
Yeah, that's true.
Here's
I
some
just
power.
sprayed mine in the air. That's what you guys saw me spray.
It's so good. I don't want to even spray because I want to like preserve it as much as possible.
I know, me too, but
Like
I'm
every
already
drop is
down
so like
It's
valuable to me.
precious.
I'm already down
right?
like an inch.
Hey, Care Bear, how you doing? I didn't see you sneak in.
Darn.
Yeah.
So true story. I use that spray every weekend when I do the farmers market in Bisbee because it's so delicious, and I'm worried I'm gonna piss Joey off because she sells her own. But
She's not in the chat.
no, I'm like, shh, don't tell her. But I really love the one Miss Tarot D sent. So
Fabulous.
here's what I got for you, love. And you know that I don't just do toxic positivity or anything like that. If there's issues, I'm going to point them out. The first 2 cards I have for you, I do 3 for you because you're special. One is the 3 of Wands in reverse, and one is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so Those two alone aren't awesome for me. But when I add the third card, it lends a little clarity to it. I see the Tower card. Now, yeah, this is a stop eating my tarot cards. What is wrong with you?
She
Let me
needs
show you
spiritual nurture.
my fur
Oh.
goblin.
Oh, baby girl.
She's my
Your
baby.
your cat is seeking for spiritual nurturing.
Right? My cat is a pain in my ass. I love her. I really do. She's my everything. That Tower card is also ruled by Mars, and Mars is the planet of blades and knives. So my first guess is there may be a surgery coming up for you. And I only say that because we've got that Virgo card, which is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo deals with health issues. Add that to the other two cards. This is not something you're wanting to do, but it's something that's going to have to be done. I hope I'm wrong. You know I do. But if that does come about, at least you have some forethought. So
We love you, Miss Tarot D.
I did draw an oracle card for you to see the general outcome. Don't get jealous, everybody. It's Miss Tarot D. And the card I drew is the Skull of Stars. So this is infinite possibilities. So I have absolutely no doubt that although this is going to be something you're going to have to do, it's not going to be anything that's going to keep you down. So,
Yay.
yay. And that's what I have for you.
We love you, Madrina.
More than anything, my girl. All right, who's
So
up?
who's next?
Ramon. All right.
Is it?
Play.
We love remember.
Hey, you still here,
Love,
Play?
remember.
Let me go back and see. Yep, looks like it.
All right.
Okay, let's take that off.
Let's play here.
Yes.
All right. See what we got for you.
Not you. You.
All right. So, again, from the ancient Egypt oracle cards, the card that came out for you is Horus Vision Guidance. And the message here is embrace clarity in your goals today. Reflect on your vision for the future and take concrete steps towards it. Break your larger objectives into smaller, manageable tasks and prioritize on them. So, this happens a lot to me sometimes. I get overwhelmed with like the big picture of things. And the message here is if your goals or things that you want to do seem like this mountain of challenge, just break it into smaller, manageable parts. And embrace clarity. But that's the first sentence here. Embrace clarity in your goals today. Try to see it from from a manageable point of view, right? Take things one step at a time. You will get as far as you want, but the message here is allow yourself the time to be able to conquer and go through each one of the steps. You have the power to do whatever you want. Just pace yourself in a way that you're able to achieve them. That's what I got.
Nice. That's a nice message. Aw, Madrina.
Surgery. What's that, Miss Tarot? I see in your future a facelift. Oops. Let's hope it's that. That's the type of future surgery heading your way. I think you're
All
muted,
right.
Bobby.
I think I was muted. You guys didn't hear any of those great jokes about Mysterio D. That was awesome. I was going to say that about the facelift too. With break out the Scotch tape and
Stop it.
hold back. Yeah, I do that. No, I've always wanted to. I haven't been able to bring myself to do it.
To what?
Try the Scotch tape facelift to see what it looks like. Because I'm gonna.
Oh,
Like this?
yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I
Embrace
love
it.
watching those videos where you see like these 98-year-old people and then they put Scotch tape here and some makeup and fake teeth and suddenly they're 14.
That's magic right there.
That's witchcraft. All right, so the last one we read for was play. That
Yep,
means
and that was Ramon. So I'm next.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. All right. And our victim for today is Tapestry.
Lila,
History of
my
the
beautiful
Unseen.
Lila.
All right.
How many entries we have?
We got a couple more. I think this is going to have to be our last round, you guys. If or at least I have to go because I got to take care of the husband.
Mm-hmm.
He's got COVID, you guys.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
So I'm concerned I'll get it, but it's a little too late now. You know.
You'll be
All
fine.
Right. So Tapestry of the Unseen, CELINA.
Lila.
Lila.
Okay, so I did the Green Witch Oracle, Lila, for you. And two incredible cards came out. One is Salt, Protection, Banishing Negativity. And the perfect card to go with that is Sage, Wisdom, Purification, and Harmony. So, Salt and Sage, honey. I think there's maybe some energy clearing you need to do, some banishing of the negativity that's possibly happening around you, that you're possibly getting being sent to you. It's asking you to protect yourself, and also with that Sage, with Wisdom, Purification, and Harmony. Although it does say that, I'm thinking the Sage is also additional cleansing and protection and banishing. So something I do, and you've probably seen us do, Lila, is every time I go on video, even when I'm recording and it's not alive, I protect myself. I put on my oils, I spray myself, I put on my protective jewelry. I do all of that stuff, even if it's not alive, so that I do protect my energy, even when doing a video. I feel like that's maybe something you need to do for yourself, is definitely put up some protection, stuff that makes you feel a little bit more grounded as well, to help you get through making a video, but also protect yourself spiritually, because you can still get those psychic attacks even when it's you're just recording a video and it's not alive. So I'm sensing protection, honey. So definitely do that before any type of videos.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Or even like from us, like when I go to Walmart, I have to protect myself, girl, because that stuff nasty out there.
Yeah, I think we all do. You know what I just realized who's missing, hasn't made an appearance, is Maru. I don't
Naruto, yeah.
Probably
You're right.
napping.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to message her later.
So that's my message for you, Lila, honey. Protect yourself, cleanse yourself before a video, after a video, even after a video. I take a bath with some like a scrub. It's a BS scrub that my friend Yavita made me, and I scrub my whole body and just get all that gunk off of me before I go to bed.
And when you do that, you guys, picture it going down the drain,
Yes.
not just pooling in your bathtub. Okay, picture it all the way fucking off.
Yeah,
All right.
visualize it all coming off of you.
Yeah.
And
All
and,
right.
and being drained away through those pipes and being sent far, far away from you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, my turn. Who's up? Let's see. No, those are Chris Butler cards. You touch those, and you are going to the pound. How dare you?
You would never
Oh,
do
that'll
that.
be a
sir.
good that'll be a good excuse to buy another one.
Oh, that's so true.
Uh,
Well, when
The
you put it like
replacement.
that, you're okay, Mama. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
that plus one, because it's not just a replacement, but another one. That you,
Right?
Ciao,
Timmy.
ciao.
Okay. Timmy, you still here? Where'd everybody go again?
You got rid of us.
There you are.
Boo.
Hello. All right. So, Timmy. Timmy.
South Park.
Yeah. I know he's here. I saw him.
Yeah, I saw him earlier too.
Okay. We'll just assume he's here for the moment while I shuffle. Timmy, make thyself known. One of the twins aimed to have the guidebook while you were in the bathroom.
Half a guidebook.
Yeah. That's okay. You still got the other half. I'm not seeing Timmy. Did he have to go?
I
Oh,
wonder
Timmy.
what's the half that was left. Maybe there was a divine message there.
I
Should
would do
call-
that.
call
Yeah,
it
Ramon.
Baby
that's
Mancy.
Baby Mancy.
Have your baby eat a tarot
No,
card.
don't. You guys, we're playing. We're playing.
No.
All right. It doesn't look like Timmy is currently here.
Oh,
So
Timmy.
I'll give Timmy a rain check next time I see him. So that means.
Maureen.
All right, Maureen. Is she still here? Maureen? Speak to me, Maureen. Speak to me.
Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Yay, I manifested. Okay. You get the Butler deck. You know, the personalized monogram Chris Butler deck. That one. Just saying. I can't be all special anymore. Ramon has his own personalized deck. We're
Yeah, I'm
Well,
Deck
your
it
bros.
has its
one.
own energy.
yeah, it does.
Mine
Huh?
is different from yours.
So there's a lot of questioning going on in your physical realm right now. Questions on finances, questions on health, going back a lot of questioning. We have the Seven of Pentacles. It seems like there's an element of, would you guys stop disappearing on me? It seems like there's an element of time that's involved in this reading. The Two of Cups, yes, is the love card, but it's also a card of Cancer, which carries the energy of your lineage and bloodline. These two together are telling me that there may be issues with family members trying to impose themselves on you, your beliefs in your life, thinking they know the right way for you. And the last card I do for you is the Page of Wands. You're moving, so money is going quick. You'll move on August 1st. Oh, my love, that's awesome. Are you moving closer or farther from your family? Because I'm trying to understand that Two of Cups in reverse. Either way, as far as the move goes, that Page of Wand energy takes over. Okay, so this is your opportunity to create new things for yourself. Magical things, psychic things, spiritual things. Now is the time to lean into that. Same city, but a couple miles away. Good. Um, go into this with the expectation that this move is going to bring new opportunities into your life that are going to be a little. You go about, James, by putting hashtag Egypt into chat, and it'll enter you into the giveaway. Since we have more people coming in, let's stay for another round, you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Okay,
can do
one more round. Yeah.
The husband can wait.
Both of ours were like, fuck. I'm really enjoying this, and I haven't
Mine's
Yeah, me
already
too.
sleeping.
I haven't enjoyed the opportunity to read in a bit since Joey and I read last time, and then she got hit with a migraine.
Yeah, and then you were gonna
For
do
us,
the
we haven't
20.
read in a while either.
Yeah.
We haven't been together, the three of us, in a while.
Mm-hmm.
You're moving to a senior living community, and you're the youngest person living in the building. Okay, that makes the Page of Wands a little more clear. Now's the time to enjoy life. All right, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. All right. So next up,
Boop, 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 boop.
and Joan
Juan Miranda.
Is that Ramon?
That was
Yes, I have
Ramon,
to
listen.
say it.
See, it's catchy.
Oh, Yadira's here. Do hashtag Egypt, Yadira, if you want to be put into the drawing for a rating.
Yeah, underneath the veil of marigolds is Yadira. Okay. I love my Chris Butler deck.
We all know that.
I think everybody
And
knows
Chris
that.
Butler. Not just the deck, but Chris Butler too.
He is an awesome
Who does
dude.
it?
And
Yeah.
I gotta say, I wouldn't have a channel if it weren't for Chris. It was him that encouraged me to do it. So he holds a special. Yeah, Ariana, nice to meet you. How you doing? Okay, so
Who are we reading for?
you are reading for
For
Joanne.
Juan Miranda.
Oh, Joan Miranda.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I say that like that every time, you guys. It's Joan Miranda.
All right. Let's see, Joanne. I'm gonna pull a card from the Ancient Egypt Oracle card.
Feel.
All right. So I pulled two cards for you. I actually pulled one from the Egyptian Tarot from Los Carabeo to go perfect with, to pair it with the Ancient Egyptian Oracle. And the Oracle card that I pulled is Ra's Radiant Guidance.
Ooh.
And it says, allow positivity to fill your day. Surround yourself with uplifting people and activities. Engage in hobbies that bring you joy and help you feel energized. And this, the card I got with this is the Hermit. And there's a card that represents going inwards, introspection. But the way I read it in connection with this one is detaching yourself, right, from everyday life, from routine, from the shackles of our circumstances. You know, sometimes we tie ourselves to our responsibilities. We see ourselves as victims of the situations around us. You don't have to be. The message here is assume the hermit energy. Allow yourself the time, the solitude, but not to be by yourself, but just separate time to allow yourself to enjoy the beauty that's around you. Again, I'm going to read this message. Is Ross Radiant Guidance. And it goes, allow positivity to fill your day. Surround yourself with uplifting people and activities. Engage in hobbies that bring you joy and feel energized. So allow yourself these things to bring into your life. But to be able to do that, you got to detach yourself from your perspective, your circumstances, and give you time to enjoy it. That's what I got for you.
Awesome. Thank you, Ramon. So, Selena, you're going to be reading next. So let's put you on the big screen. This is our last round, you guys. So cross your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Shenanigans.
Hello, shenanigans.
Don't come up here like you're innocent. I saw what you were doing down there.
Okay, so
YOLO.
Huh?
She said YOLO.
So I pulled from the Green Witch Oracle deck, and it's a lovely card called the Moon. So it talks about phases, cycles, and intuition. And I love this card, not only because it's the moon, but it's because it's the trio here. But it's also letting you know that, like the moon, and as you can see, it has all these different phases on there. So even though the moon is going through all these phases, the moon's always present. It's always there. Sometimes it's illuminated a little bit brighter. Sometimes it isn't. And I have a feeling that, you might feel off at times when you're not as illuminated as you think you should be. And it's letting you know that that's okay. That being that it's the moon and it's nature, just take solace in nature at times when you are feeling that way. Go outside and stick your feet in the ground, walk barefoot, talk to the moon. It's letting you know that, even with that last word on there, intuition, it's letting you know that your intuition's always spot on, and don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your intuition. Definitely listen to it. And if it's telling you to go outside and be in nature a little bit longer, then go ahead and do so. But you don't always have to be illuminated. There's times that, with the dark moon, I think it's perfectly normal and okay to just kind of retract a little bit and be by yourself if you have to be like in that hermit mode. So that's my message for you. I hope that resonates. Thank you for letting me read for you.
She says, I've been working on trying to show up even when I don't have the energy to shine my light.
Yeah. It's hard. I feel you. It's so hard.
On those days, I'll tell you what I do. Watch me very closely. Ready? That's what I do.
Yeah.
So talk to the hand. When I'm in that frame of mind, when I can't function, I can't be a shining light for other people, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I need somebody else to be my light. So I will pull back.
And it's okay to do that.
Yes. We need those moments of recalculation.
We do.
All right. Our last one for the night is going to be
Juan Miranda.
the fabled witch. Here we go.
The Fable Witch.
Oh, hi, Bridget. Oh, I love her. She was the first person to buy something on my Ko-fi shop.
Really?
Yeah, so I sent her some stuff. She just got it a couple days ago.
That's a good point. Selena has a lovely shop.
Oil. Yeah.
So Here's what I got for you over my little kitty cat. Don't do it. All right. Here's the advice for you. And since it's the last reading and it has been a superhero kind of night, I broke out the
Super fabulous
superhero
kind of
or
nights.
yeah, absolutely. I broke out the superhero oracle deck, my Marvel deck. Yeah, that's right,
You
baby.
you brought out the greatest hits, all the
I
greatest hits decks.
Chris Butler, my Marvel
Oh my god,
decks.
that would be
That's
a
right.
good hashtag of VR, the greatest hits for your like
Right?
decks.
This card is about She-Hulk. This is do the right thing even when no one is looking.
Yes.
There's more than that. I get the feeling that it's gonna come back around. So do the right thing because nobody may be looking now. But I get the she took my earphones. I'm wearing them, girl. What up? This is saying that certain things will come back around to you. You can't avoid certain things. So get it right the first time. So you don't have to worry about anything the second time around. Yeah, even when you think nobody's watching, not to sound creepy or anything, even when you think nobody's watching, people will take notice of what you do. So that is the energy I have for you. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I especially want to thank my brother Ramon for such a fantastic presentation. Selena, you have been awesome this evening. I want to thank everybody who joined us tonight and who is watching on replay. Do you guys have
And we
anything?
want to thank you, Bobby, our beautiful brother. I love your energy. You're such a special person in my
Yeah,
life. Both of
handling
you
all
are.
the comments,
Yes.
laughing at all the comments.
You're making me laugh. These people are funny.
Before we saw them, we just hear you cackling. We're like, "What's going on?"
I know, and I forget to mute myself, and I've
Then
got
you
to
forget to
practice
unmute
that.
yourself.
Yeah, the things that people take for granted that yeah, I do that too. The things that people take for granted, I forget, like muting myself, turning my camera off on airplane mode when I'm recording some. The simple things I forget to do. But you give me a tarot deck and I will tell you your everything. Okay. But it's the little shit that slips my mind. Anyway, what do you guys got coming up?
Krista said it was happy accidents. So I have so I'll be I'm excited about my show in 2 weeks. Can I talk about it briefly?
Absolutely, you can.
So if anyone has heard me, obviously everyone has heard me talk about my past lives and how I have been able to recount like 13 past lives. It is all thanks to this wonderful lady who I've been friends with for about 3 years now. She lives here locally in Pittsburgh, and her name is Karen Cubico. And she will be on the show on July 31st. So she'll be behind the moon with the three of us, and we will be talking about past lives. I will be posting her links up. I do have a post up on my community tab on YouTube with her link, with her YouTube account posted on there. But I'm just really excited to have her on here because we're really good friends, and I've known her for about 3 years now. But my past lives and my journey with that, I completely owe 100% to her. So I'm excited for that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And Ramon?
I'm about to record video number 3 of the Divine Masculine series. This month of July, I'm hosting a topic. Every month there is a topic. The video is in association with Amethyst Ascension, an amazing channel by Rochelle. And every month she is hosting someone in the community to discuss a topic. And the month of July is mine. It was something that we planned from last year, and it's on the Divine Masculine. So we're exploring different archetypes, the energy, how to embody this energy that is innate in all of
Mhm.
us, in nature all around. So it's you can perfectly uh, consider yourself a man and embody uh, the sacred female energy, and at the same time the masculine energy, which cohabits in everything around us.
Mhm.
So the whole point is to discuss archetypes, uh, preconceived notions, past traumas, how to deal with different aspects in our life, and how to channel it through the divine masculine energy. Again, this is not a topic about men or the gender, the masculine gender. This is a energy that it's part of who we are.
Correct,
So
because we all embody that divine masculine and the feminine masculine. It's all in us.
mhm.
Just
Yeah.
different
So
aspects.
a couple days ago, I posted the video for week 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting. There's spreads, so you can explore the topic of the week. This one is the pillar, and it's how we can channel the masculine energy to be the pillar for ourselves and all around us. It talks about boundaries. We have to know which our boundaries are, and boundary is not keeping people out, is defining who we are, what can we take, because otherwise if we don't have boundaries our energy is scattered. So we
Mm-hmm.
have to contain that, and helping us understands ourselves helps us to be able to be a better service for people around us. So swing by. I have 2 videos posted. I'm going to record the third one, and the fourth one I'm planning to do it as a live. Um,
Ooh.
panel to discuss the integration of the masculine and the feminine energy.
That's an interesting show that you're doing because for the longest time I was out of balance. I focused solely on the feminine aspects of spirituality, the goddess energy, being open, being receptive, but I totally neglected the masculine side, being
Mhm.
organized, being structured, being outgoing. So I'm
Yeah,
loving the
and
show.
Even
and
saying
look,
no is a masculine attribute
yeah,
and meaning
I
it.
mean, yes. You have to, and the show helps explore all these different aspects. Masculine energy, has become over time sort of like even a bad word. You know,
Yeah.
just that masculine energy is something that we've rejected.
Or it's associated
And
with the patriarchy.
Yeah, I
exactly,
think that's the big one.
that's you hit it right there. That's
Hmm.
exactly what it is. So it's an opportunity to redefine it and re-explore it
Yeah,
under spirituality. You know.
correct.
I have very little coming up, actually. I have been being gentle with myself and exactly what we were talking about earlier. Taking a little bit of a step back to regroup. I do have a show tomorrow night, or do I?
You do
Hmm.
on your.
I know, but what kind of show? You guys might want to tune in tomorrow. You might see something interesting. Um,
Wow.
I'm intrigued.
Me too, because I don't know
you
what you're
should
talking
be.
about.
Well, tune in tomorrow night, you guys. But for now, we're going to let everybody go. Thank you so much for joining us on
Yes.
Ramon's guided tour of divination in ancient Egypt. Again, next week I will be at the helm and we will be discussing the sun um, from a deity aspect, Helios, Hyperion, Amaterasu, different solar deities, and how cultures have incorporated those energies into their structures. So that'll
Love it.
be next week. And yes, of course, play there will be a 420 coming up. Joey and I have already been talking about it. But for now, love you all. But I gotta go eat. All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.